Virtus.pro will start on the T side of Mirage. You're going to have 3 sets of armor here, 2 smokes, a Molotov for Mihu, the new signing. Is he going to be what changes things around for this team? I don't think so personally, but Stewie, he's also got different ideas. He takes down Bialy to open things up. It's now an early 5-on-4 as quick as that, as he finds the first kill. He was positioned towards the A ramp, so that could have been where the kill was found. Didn't quite catch that one. And now, still got the utility for VP. They're in a default of sorts. They are focusing more towards the B-bomb side, as you can see. CT aggressive, though. That's a pretty committed angle. That's going to be Tarek. He'll be AWPing at some point towards those B apartments, so watch out for that. Spot Snacks. Decides to stay alive and maintain that man advantage.
So back up from the stair at underpass. Neo will get ready to work with the rest of his team. In fact, they're going to back off. They're going to swing it all the way around. That means they head towards Stewie. Stewie's going to realize that now. Ooh. Great first shot. In fact, he wants more. He very easily could justify falling back, and that's what he's going to do at this point in time. But he's going to play the second angle. He tries to fall back just enough to encourage them toward him, and he would be ready and waiting, but couldn't hit the shot. So now it goes to a 3 versus 4. Stewie did very well to get away from the first fight, but could have easily, as I say, justified going all the way inside of the site.
Yeah, he should have done, really. If this falls apart for them now, then he'll be feeling a little bit silly. But there it is, Rush getting another headshot. The bomb makes his way towards B. It's very telegraphed at this point, Matt. They're not going to be falling for this one. Tarek will call for a rotation. It comes in the form of Skadoodle. It's going to be Neo and Snacks desperately trying to plant here, but time is of the essence. As you can see, 10 seconds remaining on the clock. They have got nowhere near the site. They've got to kill Skadoodle instantaneously to have any sort of chance here, and that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Neo might just... he might get his down if he doesn't get knifed.
Oh, there it is. Cheeky Tarek, he was waiting in B the whole time. Yeah, it wasn't intended to be a fake. That was more of a, oh, Stewie killed us, let's go back. But it was pretty obvious when they killed Pasha inside of A.
I really don't think Virtus.pro are going to get to double digits for these maps.
Well, it'd be nice if Cloud9 did. I think they haven't for 4 maps now.
All they need to do is find some form today, get back on the horse, and this is a good team to find that form, I think. I don't think Virtus.pro look good at all. I think they arguably look worse at points. I'll be fair to them, I don't expect overnight success. It's obviously 4 years the original roster was together, and just to bring a new player in, it's going to be incredibly difficult to welcome him properly into the family and work out whether this is the correct formula. I'm not sure if it was a facetious tweet when Pasha said if he keeps playing bad, he's going to quit. I assume it was that you wouldn't tweet that as a serious statement, but it's indicative of where
there's
the
a lot
team
of
is
people
right
that
now.
hold you accountable on that, even though statistics may not be playing good or bad. If that makes sense. It might be a feel thing. He might think he's playing well. And anyway, yeah, it's an interesting thing to tweet.
That's this force.
That'll be his personal judgment.
Yeah. I don't think you'd ever make a comment like that. It's pretty bold thing
specifically?
to say. You would, definitely.
I might, yeah. Come on, let's be honest.
You get out there. I meant the royal you.
Okay, right. Yeah, I probably would. I'm not great on Twitter. But, whatever.
There we go, 2-0. Not really much to report, I'm afraid. That was a force buy from Virtus.pro. They are not looking too deadly today. Cloud9, though, something to prove. They're a sort of team that can bounce back. As you referenced, they went 0-2 at the major qualifier and then got right back into it and won the whole damn thing. So they can be a slow burner. They need to find their confidence. And as I've always said, this team gets a good start. They get that 5-0. They can be one of the absolute best teams in the world. But they are very emotional. They do have a few blunders and they lose like a massive clutch situation when they have an advantage. You can see the team collapse at points. Skadoodle hasn't had the best tournament with the AWP either. He's looked very average here at StarLadder. It's amazing at the major. And also not too bad at the summit either. And this event has been nothing really to write home about. As Stewie goes towards top of middle here. It's a fully cover VP. I fully expect Cloud9 to win this one. There shouldn't even be a bomb plant at this point. 1 minute 20. Just hoping a CT makes some sort of mistake and gets too aggressive, and can happen. Cloud9 known to get a little bit too carried away at points. Virtus.pro can also use this as a tactical timeout of sorts.
Snacks sneaking in the underpass position is going to be greeted by Stewie, who's looking down from above. All hail Stu. Good find, but then he's completely open to the top of middle. Surprisingly, Skadoodle wasn't watching that at all.
Again, he doesn't need to be there, does he? Just hold up. They're full eco. You don't need to be having your back exposed anywhere, really. They might get a couple of kills here.
They don't get anything. They wanted that gun. I was going to say they might get away with more just because Skadoodle had the scout and had to switch to the pistol. That was me on bottom. That's not normal.
You're a power bottom, though.
Thank you.
You generate power from the bottom.
I appreciate that. do my best work on the flat of my back.
Here we go, the first gun round. It will show us where this game is heading. Scout for Skadoodle, MP9 for Automatic. This is definitely in the realm of a bonus round. 5 AK-47s Virtus.pro. I assume we might see some sort of execution here, kind of blow out the cobwebs. Default's a little bit tricky when you're just getting warmed up. We'll see what happens here. They are waiting for the aggression, as you can see, towards T-spawn. Anyone pushing middle, that is a very common strategy when you've got the SMGs and the lesser weaponry in hand. Jake Yip, he'll have the AWP looking towards middle. That's usually a very easy frag for him, but narrowly misses out on the first.
So, with Automatic inside of the ladder room position, he'll be able to cover off catwalks. Snax is ready below the window if Stewie were to, I guess, loud. If he gave away his position too soon, that AK would certainly prevail. Just going to ready off toward catwalk as well. So a lot of mid-stance from Virtus.pro early on, even in the last round, excuse me, with the pistols. A trend to look for. A lot of teams' default does revolve around middle. We know that. Boosted spot catwalk before potentially taking connector. Less and less we see a straight A default.
Well, here we go. The commitment towards the site. It will be an A split. You can see one towards the ramp, one at Palace. And Tyler, he'll be looking towards jungle. Stewie 2K, though, looks like he's having a little bit too much fun with the AWP. He takes down 2. Skadoodle cannot replicate the form with the scout, understandably so. 4 on 3 in favor of Cloud9. 20 seconds here. Automatic trying to get it done with the MP9. He won't be able to find the kill. He does get a dink towards Snax, and all of a sudden it goes very much in favor of VP, but maybe not for too long. There's the bomb denied. He could actually see the foot of Mihu there. The plant.
Oh, good play, Biawi. Yeah, absolutely. Stewie bought into that. He thought for sure that dude would be planting and someone watching it, the second player being Snax. Walks out. Biawi gets the AK ready. So you're right, Virtus.pro. They take the rounds. 3-1. Gun's still up for Virtus.pro, obviously having won that, but so too with Cloud9, even though they did not, because they were able to build up enough cash so this round can break either side. We either go potentially 3-3, or we go to the 5-1. Pending anti-ecos.
This round will be on an eco, so watch out for that. Skadoodle does have the AWP now. Still with a decent attempt, a couple of missed shots at the start, but 3 in total made things expensive for VP. Was the Ali and Snax managed to find the frags towards jungle and indeed the A site. Under pass control, this is more of a default. No one towards the A side of the map, at least at the ramp or the palace area, so I would assume some sort of B split will be coming in. Smokes towards connector, then focusing on short. Bomb heads towards connector, could try and attempt to get in that.
Stewie's waiting for them to run through. They have. The Neo was wise to the fact that he was inside of connector, checks in the smoke before Stewie turns around, trying to evade any flashes. That's going to force Automatic off the angle at catwalk as well, go far more passive. Skadoodle wants to make up for it with the op, and he will. Smoke's just barely dissipating enough to see through. Translucent backside of Pasha gets taken down. Snax will hold. So T-possession of connector's valuable because he'll be able to hear any rotations that go toward the vent, but he can also cut off anyone that wants to re-peek toward middle. Meanwhile, over toward B, Automatic below the window. Knows they're above him. He can hear it, but he's also been told by Tarek, who's now pushed out of position by Molotovs. And they won't go for, I thought they were going to go for a bar boost there, to be honest. When you boost up to the second window and peer into the apartments, it would have been a neat time to try it, given that Tarek had nowhere to play with the amount of Molotovs around him. But those kills alone will force Virtus.pro back to A, and this is where Snax's position becomes valuable inside a window, but Rush seems to be aware of it. Bomb will get planted at the very least for Virtus.pro. I say that, it does not, just barely cut off by Skadoodle. And Snax went down beforehand.
Well, there we have it. Cloud9. Equal trade at the very start, 4 on 4. Virtus.pro yet to show any sort of tactical prowess in terms of the execution. And it will be a full eco at this point, about 2k per player. Might take the force buy. On T side, you don't have to double eco in these scenarios, but they will take a tactical pauses to work out their play. If the force buy comes, it'll be a mixture of CZ's armor and smokes. Try to execute towards A perhaps. Take the full eco. They can't really buy anything. They need the 1900 for next round to get it 4k per player and get the AKs. And the smokes, the armor. That's about $4,000 total to get an okay buy on the table. So what's the play? full eco it is. Glocks and not a lot else. Not a single dollar brought into round number 6 here. Cloud9 have a pretty firm lead. A PD50 there from you. As exciting as it gets. EU, the new signing. No stranger, the VP's filled in a couple of times for them, and always been known as a pretty decent player. I wouldn't say he's going to be the next superstar of the world, but safe pair of hands.
No, we can't all be Henry G.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Try as you might. Some people have got it and some haven't.
That it factor.
The G factor.
You can have the G factor with Logitech G. Is that even a plug? Do I even have to? That's not one
Not
of them.
here.
Nah, it's all right.
Oh, speaking of which, where's our paper? We'll do one now.
All right.
Where is it?
Wait, I can do one.
Are you doing it? You know
I can do one.
Okay, go.
Not just skins, but future.
I think you have to say the name of the company.
CS Money.
There we go.
Do you know what that's actually about? Not just skins, but future?
Nonsense?
It's about swag. Not only did he throw skins, but he threw away his future.
Not just skins, but future.
Automatic takes down Neo. Skadoodle stepping up from the window, finds 2. Goes back out, nearly gets the hat trick. But it's Stewie that finds Pasha over the edge of the wall, and it's Cloud9 now on 5-1. That's what we expected, given the pistols. Now we'll get back to the guns for Virtus.pro.
Oof. Snacks on the UMP. The warp coming off of VP, like I said, that full eco would only give them about 4K per player. That's exactly what they spend on the right-hand side of your screen. You can see beneath their residual money what they spend in the round. So AK's only 2 smokes total. It's not going to be an amazing situation for them.
Snacks waiting. Spawn to see if anyone's going to flank around behind them because they've gone all in on A side this time. Neo and Pasha inside of the apartments. Skadoodle rather aggressive with the op. Very close to the A main arch. Does have his teammate just over his shoulder. Rush to play off of it. Automatic can support Palace, so they've got a good support system in play. If one goes down, they can easily transition to cover each other off. Now Skadoodle playing the corner. Normally you see a rifle in that position, but Skadoodle feels fast enough. He takes down Snacks. Stewie follows it up, and Neo goes down. Very convincing round from Cloud9 against now what is the second gun round attempted by, or I should say third, excuse me, because they won once they had 2, but the third gun round from Virtus.pro.
It's not turning up to be a very exciting game so far. Virtus.pro just getting wrecked at the start of each round, losing the opening picks. I've never seen an AWPer in that corner before. They go toward the A ramp, sure, but normally trying to fall back. Skadoodle just stays there, hits the shots, and it will just be some upgraded pistols here for VP. 7-1, very likely at this point. Let's have a look. Skadoodle, a chance to fight a couple here. They're taken down. They won't be able to recover that AWP, unfortunately. The bomb gets dropped. Automatic might be taken down here. There it is. Bialy will get 1, but at this point, those kills don't mean too much to them. It takes a bit of cash away. The AWP is recovered by Tarek. That was an important pickup. I will say that. And once again, we do have a full buy for VP.
Well, see if it goes better for them. A WP for Tarek.
Double AWP set up for Cloud9.
That's right. I didn't realize Skadoodle also had his. I was going to say Tarek on it. That's interesting, but I'm apparently blind.
I saved you.
Thank you. Someone had to save me.
Well, there's always Jesus.
Been searching for him my whole life.
Oh, I can show you the way. It's never too late.
Smoke to go to top connector. So Rush and Skadoodle. Only 2 on the A side so far. Automatic and Stewie have both pushed all the way up into the underpass position. I take that back. I think Stewie's just above. No, it is underpass. So they're going to be working out from connector back into the site. Gives them a chance to hold off, but smoke's down. They won't be able to see inside. Virtus.pro needs to work quicker with these smokes if they want to get the bomb down. That's a big gap as well. You can't go toward triple. Bomb dropped as well toward default. This is looking very, very sloppy from VP.
It's Cloud9 are not even doing anything special. They're just holding up in very default positions, and the smokes are off. The flashbangs aren't really doing anything. There's no pincer. And that's like your bog standard A execution that everyone's running, and like the face it pugs and stuff. There's nothing that coordinated going on there. Default didn't really yield anything, just straight into the execution off the bat with a full gun round. It's just very average. We'll see whether the pistols can do anything for them. I'm not very excited by this game so far. Towards middle they go, smoke towards the window. They're going to try and get in towards the B site here. Try and avoid short best they can. It looks like that's a flashbang to help them get up, but they might be finding a spot of bother here. Automatic on the other side of that smoke does have to run straight through these. Automatic will get them all grey screen, but they do a nice pop flash there. That's not too bad, I'll give them that.
You hate to see it when it goes so well. Automatic's like, you're all walking toward me. This is it. Just kidding. You're fully blind, but that's all right. They control the round. 9-1. 9-1 already. What time is it, Henry? We started like 5 minutes ago.
That's perfect. 1 in 10 for Pasha. 2 in 10 for the new signing Mihu. No one's fragging, unfortunately. Like, it's really difficult to really break things down in terms of a tactical standpoint, but no one's killing anyone.
I mean, you could talk about lack of tactics. They've gone toward mid. They have been okay at getting into mid, but every time they go near a site, Cloud9 has perfect crossfires set up. They're, again, not doing anything special. They're just letting Virtus.pro walk in, and then the A one was abysmal in terms of the smokes.
Hardly presenting something crazy in terms of like their counter pushes.
Absolutely, no, I agree.
And it's just Tarek. That's like just repeaking that Pasha should be taking it
down. Well, this
is
the thing. The Cloud9 opping right now has been quite confident and aggressive, because Skadoodle playing that close to A arch is not common, let's be honest. But they had a really nice setup for it, to be fair.
Yeah, and Pasha's a 1 in 11 now. Like, that's the reason they're losing. They're just not hitting shots, and if you can't be competitive in terms of the actual one-on-one duels, then it's going to be not the tactics letting you down, really. Nice shot from Mihu. That's better.
That is good.
And now they've got a 4-on-4, which does favour the Ts, but they've got to go towards short. Will they allow Tarek to have clear vision? They won't. Good work so far. This is better. Getting in towards that connector. Ideally, want to be pincering the side at this point, but they're all focusing on the same position right now. They do get one player in towards CPL. This could be Neo. Snacks has made it into the side. Rush has actually thwarted his attempts of that Molotov as he gets out towards Shadow. Neo's going to be dropped by Flames. Didn't quite catch that one, but there we have it. 40 seconds remaining now, and Cloud9 seem to have an inkling there going towards B. It might be correct here. Bomb, though, goes towards the connector. 30 seconds. Snacks controlling rotations by watching the vent towards jungle. Tarek, though, very key position there. Can't deny the plant, and that's going to be Rush, surely appearing. But, like we said, Snacks knows he's there. He did fall back. 4 versus 3. I feel like Snacks is going to have one of those rounds now. It's about time he got rocking and rolling here.
Tarek. Ticket booth. Oh, spots Mihu. Good position again. Another great shot from Mihu. It's 2 kills in the round for him. Unfortunately, he's gone. Biawi makes up for it. So does Snacks. I was going to say someone else is going to have to step up if he's not around to get all the kills. Snacks, though, almost walked in. Skadoodle. He's been hitting most shots this game, but loses out on that one. 9-2. So Virtus.pro find a second round. Win out, boys.
There we go. That was better from VP. Mihu carrying the round. Manages to get that mid-control once again. Nice shot towards connector. They didn't rush or do anything silly at that point. Used the time they had. Snacks controlling jungle was very key. And Mihu aware there were players towards Palace and such. And they'll take them down. 9-2, they need to make sure they convert this round and need to see a few in a row. There we go. Mihu once again. He's starting to look much better now. Takes down the AWPer. Did get tagged up in the process, but he will fall back and avoid the nades coming in.
So smoke to the window, as well as all of Catwalk. Close and far. Covers off connector, but wants to go below that and try and play off to Stewie. Spotted his gun barrel and the nade thrown, but couldn't get a shot. Stewie, brave, goes back in and fires into the smoke, but eats a nade for doing so. Wholesome breakfast, that.
Shrapnel.
Tarek to slide out with the WP, but Pasha's better. He's got lock covered off and all the way back over to Catwalk.
Really need to flash that position if you get a face like that, but Tarek finds out the hard way. And now another round for VP. This might actually break the money of Cloud9 as well.
Play from Snacks. Good read from Automatic to respond, but he is in trouble because all around him, Virtus.pro players exist, including that of Connector, as they run out from middle. And another round, perhaps, for Virtus.pro. It would be 2 in a row. Money's still great for Cloud9. I think that's rather obvious given the circumstances. But they're getting some life in them now.
I'm not sure how great the money is. What is it right now?
For Virtus.pro, for Cloud9, it's actually
Cloud9.
all right. They had 15K on, I think, Stewie.
Yeah, so they got... yeah, they'll probably have one more buy. Stu might have to drop 2 here.
They're fine this round.
Yeah.
But yes, they're not fine for the rest of the half, per se. Which means, yeah, Virtus.pro win this and break them down. They could make this 9-6, which would be super impressive considering how poor the rounds they lost were. It wasn't even that it was 9-2. That's early days, or rather 9-1. It was that it was 9-1 convincingly.
Well, let's have a look. 3 rounds won't be enough, but yes, 9-6 potentially would
flames.
be. Yeah, Neo, that was... Oof.
No
Nasty.
need to hold that angle. Didn't see towards CT. It's not like anyone was going to peek him.
Well, Pasha, I'd like to see him get some opening picks. He's going to take a nade to the face, but gets a pick for it. It's looking better now. VP actually working these picks, and Cloud9 finding themselves overcommitting, and that's another kill for Snacks. Not quite. Automatic just about gets it. Right up. Trying to do what he can. There's an incendiary on the ground there for him. Smokes out the AWPer. Asher has to fall back and join his teammates. Neo, remember, he got tagged up at the start. Bialy to use the AK-47. Incendiary won't do too much for the CTs there. Neo rotates towards B. It's just going to be Bialy left in the A site. He's just trying to cause a distraction. Could hold there for rotations as well, depending on which way he's inclined. He won't do anything. His teammates at least ready to go in towards B, so we'll find out what kind of play he wants to go for. Sell the fact that they might be going towards the A site, or try and kill CTs after his teammates have committed. Ooh, Automatic.
This is huge from Automatic, though. Ooh, Neo actually looked into the corner and spotted him. That flower pot perhaps caught off Automatic in return.
Boy,
Neo,
at least
good
get
shot.
one there.
Absolutely, great play.
Like, he had a couple of seconds.
And they have to retake B because of this, because they were relying on him to have the information that side of the map. Good play from Tarek to get toward checker room fast enough, but he takes enough damage from Neo that Pasha is able to put him down with an 8-3 in a row from Virtus.pro and broken Cloud9. They're suddenly back in this game. Perhaps Cloud9 is cursed. They can't get double digits. They're not allowed in this event.
It seems like it. They started off extremely hot and now losing the first picks consistently. It looks like Virtus.pro right back in this game. 9-6, very likely at this point. Eco now for Cloud9. Round number 14. Deagle's PT50s, a couple of smokes, 3 HEs. Usually use those towards the A ramp. There we go. Gotta find much though. Who gets tickled by it. Normally making his way in towards the A site. Virtus.pro have warmed up into this game. Some of the key players starting to arrive, but there it is, Automatic with the Desert Eagle. Only finds one, gets the aim punch there, and it looks like a Virtus.pro round for sure. 5.
Yeah, Mihu with another 2 kills. So considering they had very little kills as a team just a few rounds ago, everyone's starting to get on the board. 9 kills Bialy, 7 kills Mihu. Not Bialy or Michu. Last round of the half. Cloud9 still seeking that double digit. Yeah, we already inside of Palace. It's Pasha to watch off middle with the AWP, and Mihu's going to get aggressive. Stewie inside of it. He'll have heard him jump across dead on with his prediction, his crosshair placement, but wouldn't be able to see him inside of the smoke. Better indication with the X-ray.
Yes, he actually got in quite silently here, and he'll be getting our first kill for sure.
Oh, Stewie, you have to... Okay, did go to the pistol, which was wise because he knew he was low, but nearly got himself killed for it. Timing could have been very awkward. Pasha with the AWP gets back toward middle. Stewie's going to have vision again toward middle in about 5 seconds, so Pasha's got to be careful on how this works. Apparently, I can't read my smokes. It's just starting to dissolve or dissipate now. Ooh. That's
a little
cheeky.
bit of damage.
Yeah, not a lot, but just enough to say, hey, hey, I know you're there. Oh, an Automatic. He certainly knew he was there.
Oh, we can see it.
Good read, but great shot. Biao, you're right. Could easily see toward the spawn. Stewie knows he's gone into the shadow position, but can't overcommit to that peek because there's another one to walk out from the same angle, and Neo is already working in from A main. He realized that after he fired the shot. Smoke down default. Good read from Stewie. Denied. Bomb on the ground. Then Automatic will play the stairs. He'll peek only when required. That's now because they go back for the bomb. It stays on the ground, and it's just snacks in a 1 versus 3. Plant not necessary for money. So it's not like he'll be desperate to try and get that down. We're at the last round, but he's got to do something. He'll force Stewie out, but Stewie's up to the task, and it's 10-5, Cloud9.
Well played by Stu there. Denying that bomb was absolutely everything. But also Virtus.pro getting into the game, it looked very bleak at one point. 10-5 is actually pretty decent, all things considered. Snack started to warm up and look pretty good. I think Mihu, for them at least, was one of the MVPs, at least towards the tail end of the first half. BLE finding some form as well. All is not lost. Win the pistol, they are right back in this game. 10-5 at half. And we'll see what their CT half can bring here. I'll be purchasing 1 defuse kit for Mihu. 2 smokes on the CT side, interesting. And a couple of decoys here. In terms of Cloud9, 2 smokes for them. I assume this will be an AXQ with 1 smoke towards the steps, 1 at the jungle, flash over, Molotov for post plant or towards CT spawn. Different variations of this strategy. You can actually smoke the stairs and jungle and push through them and try and get towards the window. They've tried that before, certainly. As they commit, Piali will get 1, but flashed up. And there's the smoke towards CT. As you can see, Stewie will find 1 in return. Smoke a connector. So a lot of teams are using that instead because obviously the smokes towards steps and jungle have that massive gap in them, right? And the silent USPs sometimes get a benefit out of that. So wanting towards connector and actually just focusing on finding the frags of the Glock can be very good indeed. Here comes Snacks. Can't find that shot. Stewie takes him down. 4 versus 3. And Cloud9 looking like they're going to be picking this one up.
Neo, 1 versus 3. Certainly does look like Cloud9 will pick this up. He does make quick work of Automatic. I thought with that shot, maybe you just suddenly snap back and pick up Tarek as well. Sometimes you just feel it. Just feel it, Henry. Just send it. Oof. Cloud9's going to send this one to 11. Virtus.pro's only goes to 10.
We'll have to look. They can maybe get further than that.
You must have gotten that reference.
Spinal Tap?
Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, you know. You used to be in Spinal Tap, didn't you?
Once upon a time.
Drummer?
No, just groupie.
Okay. But I meant you were a groupie because of the drummer, right?
Yeah.
That was... Yeah.
Exactly. Bit of typing going on, I can hear. Maybe an issue, perhaps? We'll have a look. Ah. Just saying we both suck. They're asking for HP. No one could find the kill, but Snack certainly can. No trade potential, of course. And Stu will be dropped, but there it is. Towards B they'll go. Should still be quite a comfortable Cloud9 round. This Snack's coming in. This is weird Counter-Strike watching right now. It's complete deathmatch. No one's reacting to the fact Snacks was underpass and not seemingly aware. That could be a factor, but there we have it. 3-on-3. No weaponry picked up until Mihu pushes middle and actually gets a Galil. They're probably going to win this round at this point. Mihu's position is looking like he could shut them down. They'll have no idea he's top middle. Cloud9 segregated. Oh, head towards B for now. That's where Pasha is. 35 seconds. 1 flash, 1 smoke. The Galil in the hands of Rush. Remember, Mihu's behind them. They're being very slow here. They've got Automatic in towards that vent. He'll be challenging towards CT. This is going to be the key frag of the round. We're not going to see it. Get me on the spec, Matt. I could have got that.
I believe it. Automatic 180. Catches off Pasha, whose deagle doesn't land. So Mihu to work his way back to the site desperately. He'll get taken down by Rush. And it's now 12-5 for Cloud9. Took their time about it, but they get there, and it'll be a full eco now for Virtus.pro.
Indeed it will. Good attempt. That's the coach Valens.
I almost thought he was dabbing, but it was just moving the cable. It's fine. I can allow that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go out there for a minute, Henry.
Pause the game.
Get the stretcher ready.
Lock the doors. P250s and a B stack. Shoot the beer bottles first. recycle them. Stewie hunting for frags. B-stack will yield almost nothing here. Here are the odds from Loot Bet. Round advantage, map 1.
Interestingly, that says, according to Loot Bet,
No VP.
Virtus.pro is the favorite.
So
I imagine it's a CIS website and a lot of fans on there.
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, against the major champions, I know you were going to... It doesn't make sense, does it? No. Automatic takes down Neo. That'll be the start of the round. Stewie. Chillin' outside of B for anyone that dare rotate over. No need to save weapons on the Virtus.pro side, but what they do know is that there's an SMG. Well, they expect there's going to be SMGs in play. They're trying not to let Cloud9 build up any further money. And there's no need to hunt it for Cloud9 aside from this one SMG that wants said cash, and it's going to get it. Because if Cloud9 does go hunting and loses rifles, they just strengthen the investment of Virtus.pro. So good job from Stewie to get 2 kills. Get any given away weapons, I should say. Donated, charitable donations. And now we go 13-5 Virtus.pro to buy.
Here we go then. Last chance for them. Remember, this is a 1 and 2 game. Loser is out of the tournament. And that'll be shocking for either of these teams, I'll be honest. Like, it'll be disheartening for either, especially Cloud9. If you think about Fnatic though, Matt, I think HLTV tweeted that it was the first international event that Fnatic have ever come like dead last.
Mm-hmm. Shocking. I would not have called that coming into this. Neo. No, Stewie's inside the connector. Can't do anything about it. Fades into the smoke and sprays desperately with an M4, but Pasha shuts down Tarek. Top ticket booth. Stewie will upgrade onto the rifle that's dropped. Bit of a bonus situation in that they didn't reinvest, not so much in the fact that they get SMGs, but they still have the advantage with Biawi and Pasha. Sorted from the front side of the A site instead. Neo smoked off, won't be able to find the retreating Cloud9 players. I think he sees, I was going to say the leg of Rush, because he definitely did a double take. He would have just, we saw X-ray, but he would have just seen a silhouette sticking down on the bottom right of the smoke as Skadoodle takes out Neo. It Snacks and Mihu, and they need to make a call. Snacks is in the site, so they're going to go flash off, and go they shall do successfully, perhaps. Smoke out on the bomb as well. No kit, so Snacks has to man up. Automatic's going to force Snacks off the bomb because Mihu goes down. Oof. But he's down to 15 HP as well, and Snacks is gone. He wants the M4 round to Cloud9. 14 now for Cloud9.
Close, but no cigar. He maybe gets that kill on automatic towards the ramp. He could have had a chance.
Automatic.
Wow, was that 14-5? Money's going to be in the absolute gutter here, man.
How many times, and I'm not, this isn't a fault of Virtus.pro because it's stylistically.
Matt's going to make a comment. Let's go. What's he going for?
Why are you making this bigger? I was going to say, how many times does it feel like I've seen Virtus.pro lose rounds without kits?
Yes, very well. The thing is, when you force buy in the second round,
100%. I get it.
It's the problem.
I get it, and that's where. But you could almost limit one weapon, and I know that's a hard decision to make. Yes. It's not the normal mentality, but it just seems like, and I'm not saying this is a fault of Virtus.pro. I'm just saying it's bad luck. How many times have I seen that happen to Virtus.pro specifically?
I'm sure you've heard me say a million times. I really don't agree with the force buy in the CT round. I think there's deagles, no armor is absolutely fine. If you get a 1D people, you're not going to shot anyway. You know, so I feel like, oh my goodness. Wow. No,
I get, because again, that round was 100% winnable, especially where Snacks was in the smoke. If they had a kit, I won't say 100%, but very winnable.
This kill could happen. I like Bialy's position, but oof, maybe he's not going to have a chance to even show us what it's all about.
Oh, he wasn't, but okay. He saw the shadow, tried to fire it. Yep, I know you're there. And then automatic swings around and takes and disposes of him, takes care of him. Mihu on the stairs. This is just headshot after headshot. Pasha does get one back with the AK picked up. Pasha's got a second. Hang on. No kit, no armor, but 100 HP. And he knows where Stewie is in the window as well. He could catch them off. This kid could go down to a one-on-one. He gets away with that with 100 HP. Yeah. It's just Rush to hold Pasha, and thankfully he's up to it. He's manned up, stepped out, and it gets Cloud9 on map point.
A little bit dicey there. Well played by Pasha to make it so close. But unfortunately at this point, close is not going to cut it. They are 15-5 map points, and this will be probably one of the quickest games we've watched this tournament so far. as we'll go into potentially the last round. They did invest a little bit of cash into that previous, but they've got the loss bonus in their favor. At this point, they're going to have double AWPs, 1 diffuse kit, so watch that. It's going to be in the back pocket of Mihu. A couple of rifles, and a decent amount of utilities. Could be a straight-up B rush to close it out map. Yeah, I think it is. Why not? Let's give it a go, see what happens. And flashbangs raining in. The AWPs could have a lot of trouble here. Hits one, but that's not very good. There it is. Automatic will take him down. And now he's got one player, the last line of defense, Mihu, to try and take down Rush. Can't do it. And Neo, this is actually a very fast backstab here. He probably gets... oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's away his position, but he does make up for it.
Silencer works, I guess.
Yes, that's true.
Loud M4, and it would have easily given away that he was coming from there. They would have heard the first 2 shots. But you're right, he does make up for it. Unfortunately, he did miss the kill on Stewie because he's low on HP, and Stewie has gone on to find Biawi. So Neo, the last alive. Henry's gone for the jacket. He's not a believer, but perhaps he should be. Bomb not planted. Stewie in the corner.
What's
Neo,
happening?
oh no! He's run out of ammo. Neo missed him the first time by on the flank from the apartments, and now it gets awkward. Somehow Stewie is evading death in ways that don't make sense. They're both within 1 shot of death. 21 HP for Neo, but he clotheslined Stewie in the end.
Did Stewie forget he only had... Did he have like 1 bullet in the AK or something?
I guess.
Hiding in that corner? But that was a guaranteed kill for him. That game was out. That was done. I don't really know what happened. We didn't see it from Stewie's POV. It looked like he forgot to reload and it all fell apart. Still, Virtus.pro keep the dream alive for 1 more round. UMP, MP9, 2 M4s and an AWP for Pasha. You assume this one still is done at this point, but we'll see. They come back in overtime now. That would be epic.
What a cluster of a round.
Well, it looks like it could be done.
It certainly could be. Biawi snacks Mihu. Me, you, and Mihu. You, me, and Dupree. Going to a one-on-one.
Summit in the pit.
Summit in the pit. That was, man, I forgot all about the pit. H1Z1.
Me too.
Summit in the pit. Summit in the
That's
pit.
come to my head.
China #1. Summit in the pit. Oh
Two on the floor. The Ali and Mihu will do what they can here. The bomb's down. Mihu's got vision of it. If Skadoodle peeks, he's always certainly going to die. There we go. Still a chance in this round.
That was back when Summit was still like the man on. Now it's Shroud? Shroud? Shroud?
Is that thing?
Yeah, everyone just yelling it in the PUBG. Well, speaking of G, we could have GG because just Mihu left. Automatic finds him. 16-6 Cloud9. Pick up their first map since their first series in this best-of-3 Swiss format. 1-0 over Virtus.pro. Convincing as well.